Hey, this poetic whiz. Just for the record, I do not remember the last time I watched a Microsoft event and felt really hyped. Here I am talking about Windows 11 and what I'm looking forward to it in the coming years. Just to give you a backstory, I have used most of the Windows version since its inception and I have a better outlook of what Windows 11 could have been. This is where I started as a young chap, the Windows XPS. I do not remember vividly if I have ever used Windows 95, but the UI and UX seems so I've used it. To this day, even to me, Windows XP feels more obsolete, at least in the current use case. It was ahead of its time with the way personal computers felt, in its function and the overall experience of the UI and UX design. Colorful and punchy. This might be the only version I've ever used for Paint and MS Word to an extent with creative visionary. Nothing fancy, just a bit fusty. Over the years, I have used different Windows versions. Even to this day, the only Windows OS I like and prefer after Windows XPS is Windows Vista. Even now, I use Windows Vista, even though I can upgrade my old Acer laptop to Windows 7, but it will not function well enough. Windows Vista to me feels not just a great visual overhaul, as well the only Windows OS, in my opinion, that was not buggy while using on a day-to-day basis, no matter how intense I have used it, for Photoshop or Adobe Audition. On other hand, the same thing if I do on Windows 10, it would be a nightmare. It would take me to do 5 to 10 minutes work more than what I could have finished before the day could come to an end. Windows 10 might have great visual elements and features everyone has been asking for over the years, still not functional enough for day-to-day use, even for heavy workflow. Just to give you an idea why I prefer Windows Vista over Windows 10, the boot up time and the usability time is night and day difference between these two OS. I rather use Windows Vista or move to Mac OS in the near future. If Windows 11 feels as what I'm imagining it to be, then it would be a mixed bag. Here is why. Windows 11 on paper seems great, refreshing with under the hood changes, refinement to what we as individuals wanted, from new boot up sound, animation and feel, to the overhaul of startup menu with a glassy feel to it, almost opaque. It may feel like Mac OS, though you cannot deny it looks far better than most operating OS on laptop and PCs we see now. The changes to Windows 11 is welcoming. New startup menu could go back to its classic look as each to their own. I personally do not mind having everything placed right in center. As for the new icons, I cannot say much, since it's early to even appreciate its presence. Now it has more schemorphic look to it than what we have been using for over a decade. Some of the new features we got to see on Windows 11: easier transition from monitor to laptop, better virtual desktop support, snap layout, snap group widgets, revamped Microsoft Store with Android app, setting redesign. The ones I'm happy to see on Windows 11: snap layout and snap group. This is something Windows has been doing great since we have known it. Now it takes a step further and build upon for us as individuals, work swift and snappy enough to function as it was intended to. Better virtual desktop. Since I'm totally clueless as how it functions and if it at all helpful, all I'll say it is still an improvement, still needs improvement and changes in the right direction, but things need to be tweaked further as it was intended to. Easier transition from monitor to laptop. This is something I personally feel is a major feature that's not been talked enough of, but this could finally solve major issues people had with this feature. I really hope this thing is not hit and miss in functionality standpoint of view, rather usable for longer duration. Things that do not interest me. Widget, revamp, Microsoft Store with Android app, setting redesign. So setting is a place where I occasionally would go, since Windows 10 feels quick while opening but not friendly. My thoughts on Windows 11. I'm happy with the way Windows 11 is moving ahead in a new venture. It feels it's head to head with Mac OS. Only time will tell if other computer manufacturers and Windows OS will be able to match up with Apple's level of support from here on. Not just in Windows OS side, as well PC and laptops that run Windows OS natively. Since Microsoft from their end has not mentioned much on the Windows 11 launch, it was certain we could see a major revamp on PCs and laptops. The way they might be built, that might not just make us individuals happy, as well those manufacturing PCs and laptops. You might be asking to yourself, what major revamp we could see from here on? For the context, this is the current requirement of Windows 11. If you are looking at this, one thing is for sure. Laptop and PCs need more RAM and storage options. You might be asking why. I feel the time we are living at, we as individuals do more than what we did decades back. And it's time for laptops and PC manufacturers to give us a minimum give us 16 GB RAM and 512 GB of base storage. Since most of us have different workflow, just like everyone has their own way of life. And the other thing is 64 bits of software are being used in majority of software companies, and some to this day 32-bit software that are obsolete or not functional enough for a few people like me who use laptop which is almost a decade old. What I really mean to say is those who still use their old laptop and do not have few software they require to run on their laptop or PC, they do need to buy a new laptop or PC. And if you look at a good all-rounder laptop, it might cost you at least $500. As for the design, build and longevity with Windows OS combined, it's like a half-baked product that's not looked into much, as for smartphones and tablets are now. The boom in the tech industry is not even half of its own rival. Just look at the growth of smartphones and laptops. Its price to performance is not even head-to-head. Laptop manufacturers need to up their game, not just look into the high-end laptops, as more focus on the budget level, in terms of build and longevity. Windows is just the icing on the cake and not the end goal. Laptop manufacturers need to take some inspiration from Apple, Samsung, and other well-known smartphone companies. They have not just innovated tech in leaps and bounces, they have managed to capture not just the company growth, however cater it to its users, of their needs and requirements. If from here onward laptop manufacturers give us 16 GB RAM and 512 GB base storage, then there would be a room for improvement. We see what Acer and Dell have been able to achieve over the decades. HP as well up to some extent. If laptop manufacturers can follow the footsteps of smartphone industry, then the technology and functionality will be drastically improved for all of us. Having a PC or iMac in house or workplace is good. So having the portability is more important and necessary in today's day and age. You might be asking how important is portability? To put into perspective, a laptop needs to weigh less than being hefty, portable enough no matter which screen size you are going for. Battery life, cooling and design should be intact without being cumbersome. To give you a better understanding, no matter which company laptop you go for, there is some sort of downfall. In other words, you feel like you do not feel satisfied enough of the purchase you made in the long run. The laptop weight and screen size is something you have been taking a lot into consideration, just as how Apple has done with the new M1 MacBook as well Dell XPS. They both are great all-round laptop from start to finish without compromising on anything. Only the Dell XPS, the weight of the laptop differs a bit based on the configuration you're going for. Coming to something I totally missed to emphasize, configuration. This is something laptop manufacturers need to look into a bit deep in R&D. Since there are no laptop in the budget side that emphasizes on the importance of configuration, only a handful of laptop companies support, but not in all price segments. As from my perspective and understanding, Acer and Dell are the only companies that want to get into the masses, but a few things are either stopping them from happening or they are waiting things to start changing as the tech industry is coming to its peak, knowing what's necessary and not. As for not, these two go hand in hand with Windows OS and the hardware the OS is running on. What are we missing out at least? Legacy ports such as the SD card reader and Type A port. Software support, no backward compatibility in other devices or vice versa. This last one is a bit mixed bag since its inception. The improvement in battery life. Apple is the only one now that has managed to stay consistent with battery life on the MacBook with M1. As for the Windows laptop, yet to see the day of light. What I feel Windows 11 could have been with system requirements. Windows 11 should have been what Mac OS on Monterey is to the old MacBook. Windows 11 could have easily supported at least ARM64 devices, if not the rest. So this did not happen, and now from here on it's either Microsoft or laptop manufacturer should at least try to be future-proof their laptops in all aspects, then just rely on software. Now it's going to be hard for Microsoft and laptop manufacturers to promise on what their vision and goal in the long run, since Apple has already shown what they have planned to do in the next few years. If Microsoft could have supported Windows 11 on old devices, it would have been a historical moment in the tech space. It's like telling old is gold, fusty yet classy. What's next with Windows 11 update? From here onwards, up to Microsoft and laptop manufacturers on how they both want to work as one and take up on Apple with its innovation and visionary of making mass impact that would benefit everyone and not just the big tech companies. Also, on a side note, it's not just Microsoft and laptop manufacturers that need to work as one. It's the music industry or the people behind audiophile work combined, since there needs to be improvement in audio as well, and making a product that is going to be used in the long run. My overall thoughts on Windows 11. It's great to see Windows 11 feel a lot more modern and schemorphic. It feels the future is bright and welcoming, with more under the hood refinement, tech that helps all of us. Do let me know your thoughts on Windows 11. Till then, this is your Poetic Wish. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.